Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. So today I'm working on the old 450 and had a fuel issue, so I brought the compressor out and I thought I was gonna just blow out the lines. Thought it was gonna be a simple thing. I was just gonna come over here and get on this fuel line right here. I wasn't getting any fuel out of that line right there. And so I got the nozzle and the hose and all that good nonsense. And then I found up under here, which I didn't realize it had a fuel shut off right there. And I've got that thing opened up and no fuel's coming out. And unfortunately, I've got to take this plate right here off in order to unscrew that, figure out what's going on with my tank. I know that's the culprit. So now I'm just draining about 15 gallons of fuel out of it into these tanks, which it looks like I better go get another one because I'm about ready to run out there of room in that can. So right now we're gonna run back over to the C train, grab a couple more cans. I don't know not sure exactly how big that tank is. It's more than 10 gallons though, I know that much. Got a guy coming out tomorrow with a trailer, so I gotta have that thing running today. That's our biggest priority. We're gonna get it running. Let's go grab a couple more cans and drain the rest of that fuel, see if we can get that valve off, that pit cock, and possibly get this thing running again. It hasn't ran in a few years, and that was the problem. It got a blockage on the fuel. Fires right up on starting fluid, no problem. And but it just doesn't want to. It won't pick up. So I traced it back, pulled that line off, which I don't know why I didn't do that a long time ago, but I thought it was a bad fuel filter. Put a brand new fuel filter on it. Still wasn't getting anything. So there we are. So I got 2 more cans here. Hopefully that tank's not more than 20 gallons. I don't think it is. But I like a dummy, I filled it up with fuel yesterday all the way up, which I don't know why. I should have just left it like with a half a tank in it, but sometimes you do dumb stuff. So now I'm draining it all. Once I get that plate off, I'll be able to pull the that little pitcock housing, which I'll show you. It was all full of, it was really gummed up, full of all kinds of nasty material, and I can't get the air hose to blow it out. So I'm stuck taking it off, and that's all I can do. So we'll keep her going here. We're gonna keep draining, and then I'm gonna unscrew that thing, take it completely off the bottom of the tank. But this plate right here is too thick, so I don't know why they wouldn't have put an extension on that a little bit lower so you could just take it right off. But it's always got to be like twice as hard as it needs to be on anything. So let's get the rest of this fuel drained, and then we'll get that thing off and see how nasty it really is. There's the brand new filter I put on. The old one was not great. So as you can see, here's that the bottom assembly for that little pitcock thing, and it was just full of nastiness. It's got a little gasket here that's not the greatest, but and then that thing kind of pops on the bottom there up into that. So I got that ready to go back together as soon as I get this tank drained. Let's see how much is left in there. It's definitely getting close. Not there yet though. We got quite a bit of room left in that tank, so we'll just let it go for now. This old dozer, really don't want to sell it, but it's kind of old. Everything works. Put newer tracks on it. It's got a good cutting edge on there. It's definitely not suited for commercial use. It's a ranch dozer. But being that we got the 850K over here now, we don't need two of them. Even though I'd like to have two of them. I promised Lori I'd be downsizing out of all this junk, so it's actually everything's for sale. And even if I'm selling those two excavators for cheap, and I'll probably replace the two of those with a little bit newer, similar size unit, and that way we're just upgrading our fleet and getting rid of the stuff that we don't use. That little case right there is going to be used a lot around here. I started on this culvert last week. I need some rain out here. It's really dry. Take you back up to the Vista Point. Haven't been out here. Normally we have our trailer right here. We keep our RV here, but it's up in Mammoth, being used on for some employee housing actually. I'll get it back down here and get my little campsite set up. I got my firewood over there, and if we get time this fall, I'm gonna get Mike and Dan and Owen out here, and we're gonna get the steel put up on this slab that we poured last year. Haven't forgot about it, and I need to hurry up and do it before I can't have this PVC set out one more year in this kind of weather. The sun's just beating it up. But here's my bathroom. The kitchen's over here. Front door right there. Motocross track down below. It's kind of like the highest point on the property. I can see everything. Can even see back into Bakersfield at night. And it's not much to look out here right now with the brown, but when it's green, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful place out here, and it's quiet. I mean, it's just peaceful, and I love it out here. Property goes back about a mile that way, all the way to those high tension lines are on the far corner, cutting across. We got about 80 acres back there we're talking about putting solar on, because those are high power transmission lines back there. We got to figure out the logistics of getting that done, but this will just be a place where Lori and I and the kids can come out. We can shoot. We got our clay pigeon set up here. We can shoot. We can ride our dirt bikes and our Rangers around, and just have a good time, just unwind. And we like to camp and stuff, and just hang out, unwind. It's kind of nice. It's fun to have a place like this to keep working slowly but surely to get what I want out here. Thinking about some RV hookups down there in the flat, overlooking that lower level. You can still see the track, and I get people out here to some friends and stuff that want to ride, and we can all ride together. We can stay the night. We can just have some fun, and nobody's gonna bother us out here. That's the best part.